Food in India is never just about flavor. It is a living history and connections. To taste is to understand the very soul of this land. Traditional cooking is tuned to local biodiversity, utilizing climate-resilient grains and wild greens. Age-old fermentation supports gut health, preserving both food and ancestral wisdom. From sacred temple kitchen to indigenous hearths, food serves as a primary spiritual offering, fostering deep social bonds and festive joy. Traditional tools are the hand kitchens, terracotta, hand-hammered brass, and cast iron. They preserve art and enhance flavor.
In India, recipes are rarely written down. My grandmother taught me this when I was your age.
Come, let us cook and share our.
When we talk about the idea of India, we often look at language, architecture, or religion. But perhaps the most profound way to define our culture is through our food. You see, food is not just a recipe. Historically, food evolved as a problem-solving approach. Every traditional dish you see today was born out of a specific geographical challenge or a human need to survive. Take Odisha for example, and the vibrant tradition of Patrapoda. 50 or 100 years ago, when tribal communities and travelers moved through the deep forest from one region to another, carrying heavy utensils was impossible. So they looked to nature. The forest offered plentiful resources: shai leaves, salpatta, banana leaves. They would forage for mushrooms or catch tiny tuna macha from the streams, wrap them in these leaves, tie them with twigs, and toss them into a makeshift chula. It was an elegant zero-waste solution to cooking on the move. That is how a culinary tradition is born. Now let's travel thousands of miles away to the Central Asian steppes. The climate is hostile. The terrain is rugged. There is no settled agriculture. The people here were nomadic, warriors and hunters, constantly on the move. When they hunted wild games, they did not have the luxury of slow cooking. They needed nutrition, and they needed it fast. So they solved their problem with what they had on hand: their swords. They skewered the meat on their blades and roasted it directly over an open flame, often without even salt. This was the raw, primal birth of the kebab. But watch, what happens when that rugged, problem-solving kebab migrates to the Indian subcontinent, land of spices and complex culinary science. We introduced fermentation, marinades, and our vast array of spices. The kebab evolved from a harsh survival food into an art form. The boti kebab, the shish kebab, the ration kebab. And it continued to solve problems. In Awadh, when the aging Nawab Asapudullah lost his teeth but could not let go of his craving for meat, his royal traits faced a dilemma. Their solution? The invention of the melt-in-your-mouth kakori kebab, a dish created entirely to solve the problem of an aging king. This is how food evolves. Whether it's the potato and chili from the New World, or techniques from Europe, Central Asia, and Southeast Asia, India has absorbed them all. We have applied our own spices. perfected the techniques, and made them our own. Today, this incredible assimilation is how we define our culture and ultimately our identity as Indians.